Be the kind of person your idol would compliment. Have that person that inspires you, that you look up to, and think, how can I do something so impressive that this person would compliment me, that they would have my respect if they saw me do that, okay? Next, complete something 100% every time, just like you said you would do it. Okay, never start a race if you can't complete 100% of the race. Okay, 98% is just as good as 0%. And so make sure that whenever you're going out to do something, that you can complete the entire thing. Next, when you have the opportunity, care more about someone than they care about themselves. Okay, so we've all been in that situation where we don't even care about ourselves anymore. When we think, everything's coming down or this all sucks, whatever it might be, okay? So take that opportunity when you see someone in that position, use that, okay? Use that to build your own character, to support them, to build up your society. And what that's going to do is it's going to help you, and it's going to help everyone around you, okay? Next, don't ever hesitate. Do it and go all in on it. If you're going to hesitate, then don't do it at all. Okay, so when you need to go to the gym, just go. Okay, don't sit there and ruminate on thoughts, because those hesitation thoughts are going to seep in. And what do you think that they're going to be about? Do you think they're going to be, I need to go, or this is the greatest thing? No. What's going to happen is they're going to be hesitating thoughts. They're going to be thoughts of, I shouldn't go, or this or that, whatever. No. Ignore those and just go. Okay, next. Your mind cannot be influenced poorly by your external environment. You cannot allow it, okay? So don't allow your environment, when you get in a situation where your environment is affecting you, where you are being infected by something, don't allow that to happen. That negative influence is going to push you in a direction that you don't want to be in. So you want to have your environment be positive. You want everything around you to be a foundation, something that supports you so that you can climb the ladder and be more successful in the future. Next, get really good at something by doing it over and over again. Use the power of repetition to your advantage. Whatever you practice, whatever repetition you put in is going to reflect on the habit that you instill in yourself. Okay, so if you do positive repetition and you do your best on every single repetition, that habit is going to get installed into you, okay? And it's going to be the same thing with any negative habit or any negative experience. So don't allow negative experiences to influence you, okay? Make sure that every repetition you do counts, and it counts as much as possible so you can build that habit in you, okay? Next, if you are in a position of action, all of the weight and all of the pressure is not on you. You are just the one doing the action. Okay, the situation is not actually that stressful. And it's not stressful for anyone because it doesn't matter enough to anyone. So when you have 10,000 or 100,000 or even 1 million people watching you, the pressure is not actually on you. Because what's going to happen is that all those people are going to watch you and they're all going to be wrapped up in that moment. But as soon as that moment's over, they're going to go back to their own lives and they're going to go back to what they are thinking about. Okay, so don't allow pressure to influence you. Okay, use it as a motivation, as a drive. Use it as something that's going to make your performance better. That is the kind of person you want to be, to use pressure as a drive, a motivating factor so that you can perform at a higher level. Next, act like every action of your consciousness, every decision that you make, every experience that you choose in that moment will be judged, okay? And so you want to take care of the bigger you, because your life's going to go by and you're going to be at the end of your life and you're going to be looking back on all the actions and all of the things that you've done, okay? And maybe it's even in the afterlife, okay? And so you want to think, how can I take care of the bigger me? And you have to make that decision in every second of your life. Next, practice explaining yourself clearly. You want to be able to communicate clearly. You want to be the kind of person who is the best communicator because you are going to influence society the best. You are going to have the most impact when you're able to communicate yourself clearly. Okay? Next, lead people indirectly by telling or showing what you do and then show your successful results. Okay? So when you have people around you or you have a community and you are part of that community, being a role model for them is going to show them that I have these successful results, or I have done this, and now it's going to influence them to go out and get those results that you have, okay? So show people indirectly who you are, what you've done, what you've accomplished, and show the successful results that come from that. Okay, you're going to inspire people. You're going to be a role model for people, and that's going to build your community around you. Next, lean into the task that is difficult. Okay, so sometimes we get into a task that requires our physical, mental, and emotional attention, and we have to get wrapped up in that task. We have to wrap our arms around that task in order to figure it out. So when that situation arises, what we do is that we get into it, we lean into it. And what that allows us to do is it allows us to eliminate any fear because we are so invested, because we are so confidently invested in it, and we are so into the task that we can just get through it. We can understand and label everything we need to so that we can get to the root of the problem, and then we can solve what we need to do. Okay, so lean into things. Next, when you're stuck on deciding on your future, lay out each path of your life that you can take. Okay, they're all very predictable. Choose your favorite option objectively and then subjectively. Okay, so there's all things that we want to do in our lives. When we lay them out objectively first, that is going to put us down the best path. Okay, but life is not always about what we want the most objectively. It can also be about what we want subjectively. Okay, so lay things out objectively because it's very predictable, because you can deal with the facts and you can understand the facts, and that's going to position yourself the best, and then you can decide subjectively what you want to do. Next, solve for the constraint of your life every time. If you have something holding you back or preventing you from being able to live, then solve for that problem. Okay, so we're all going to be in a moment in our life where our freedom is constrained, where we are held down, where we are chained or roped, or whatever it is, something that is preventing us from being free. And what you need to do is you need to solve for that problem. You need to get away, or you need to attack that problem as fast as you can, because if you don't solve for that problem, it's going to remain a constraint on your life the entire time. Okay, so find that problem, find that constraint, and then go attack it. Next, I crave the attention of the universe. I crave the favor of the universe because the universe deals with reality. Everything around me is real. Everything that I see around me and I feel around me is reality. Okay, and so I want to be as tied to that as possible. So I want to get in the mode of thinking, I am with the universe, that I am in reality, and that I need to solve problems here in reality. Next, put something valuable on the line that you really want. If you want to do this 100%, then you can have a reward after, okay? So if you need to go to the gym, you need to go do something hard, whatever it is, reward yourself after, okay? So go do that hard thing, and then reward yourself in that moment after where you think, this is hard or whatever it was, and then get that feeling, that dopamine release, and that's going to get you to continue doing it because you're going to do something hard and then you're going to feel the reward of doing that hard thing. Next, if you think about it, it is important, take action on it, okay? So if you think about whatever it is, if something pops up in your life, sometimes you need to sit with it. Sometimes you need to feel it, okay? And you have to understand exactly what's going on with it. So if something positive pops up in your life, take action on it. Think about it. It is important. And if you think about something negative, it's no different. It is exactly the same. You might need to sit with it in order to go through it. And when you do that, you are going to be able to figure out, is it a problem? Is it something I need to focus on? And it's going to make you more successful. You're going to understand your life much better that way. Next. Visual, auditory, kinesthetic, they are all ways to learn, okay? Your visuals with your eyes, your auditory is with your ears, and your kinesthetic is with your hands, okay? You cannot learn without each of them, okay? So add each in like a bonus. When you start to add all of these, you get a 3 times multiple on your learning. You will be able to learn more efficiently, you will be able to learn more effectively, and that's what's going to allow you to get so much back on your time. Next. Choose to make good decisions over quick decisions. Okay, thinking will allow you to calculate where your life is going. Okay, so always make good decisions. Okay, quick decisions are the ones that make mistakes. We want to make good decisions because good decisions are going to put us on the path of winning. They're going to put us in the right mode. And once we repeat winning over and over, we become more of a winner. Okay, so make sure that you are always making the right decision, not just the quick decision because it's easy. Okay, so always make that right decision, get in that habit of winning over and over. Next, I will always want you to be the real you. If you don't share the real you with people, then you will be lonely forever. Okay, and nobody will like you. And if showing yourself involves doing something atypical or unusual, do it anyways. Okay? You always want to be the real you because the moment that you're not, you're constraining your own freedom. And there's nobody who can tell you or even show you that you are not constraining your freedom. Okay? So never put that chain on yourself. Never allow yourself to not be open and never allow yourself to not be you. Always be the real you. Next, once you find the path to go down, you have to fight to stay on the path and settle into it so you can make steady progress for an extended period of time. Okay, so find that direction, find that path, and then fight because it's not going to be easy to stay on. Okay, anything hard is never going to be fun or enjoyable to stay on, but eventually you're going to find that positive feedback loop and you're going to be able to stick with it. And once you stick with it, you can relax into it for an extended period of time, and then you're going to reach that successful goal that you are looking to get.